Hello viewers, welcome back to another section of my YouTube tutorial videos. In this video, we are going to consider current division. In applied electricity, considering electrical networks, frequently you'll be meeting current division rule. So what is current division? When I have a voltage source here, delivering a current of I to two resistors which are in parallel, R1 and R2, you realize that this current here, upon reaching here, will divide. But what quantity will pass through this and what quantity will pass through this? So the current division rule is going to help us know the current I1 and the current I2. So how do we use the current division rule? When you have a circuit like this, the total resistance R2 is what? R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2, right? That's the total resistance. To find the value for the total current IT is equal to total voltage over the total resistance R1 R2 over R1 plus R2, right? So that is the total current passing through this circuit, total voltage over this. If I want to find the current passing through this alone, that is my I1. If I want to find the current through this alone, what do? I need, so you see, when you have a parallel connection, the same voltage is across this. The voltage across this is V, the voltage across this is also V. So if I want to find my I1 is equal to the voltage here, right, is equal to the voltage here over the resistance of this. So my I1 is equal to my total voltage, which happens to be the voltage across this and this, that is V over my R1, right? So my V from the initial formula, my V here is going to be equal to what? My total current times this total resistance. So therefore, let's see, this V then becomes my total current, which is IT times R1, R2, all over R1 plus R2, and all this over R1. This is the current in I1. If you want to find the current in I2, it's similar. So let's see. If I have this, I want to find I1. I1 is equal to the total voltage, which happens to be equal for the 2 over my resistance of that particular branch. And now the total voltage is equal to the total current times the total resistance. Is that not it? And my resistance I1 is still here. Now, how do I get I1? My I1 is simply equal to, if you have this, you can see that this will simply cancel this out. And I'm going to get R2 over what? R1 plus R2 times IT. So, whenever you want to find the current in R1, you rather take R2 over the sum of these two, then you multiply by the total current, and that is the current division rule. Similarly, I2 will be equal to R1 over R1 plus R2 times IT. So note the difference. I2, you take R1 over their sum, I1 you take R2 over their sum. And that is the current division rule. Current division rule. Okay, so now let's take an example. So find the values of the current in the circuit below. So I'm going to have my total voltage going into 10 amperes to a 3 ohm resistor, then to a 2 ohm resistor. So this is my I1, this is my I2. I have a 10 ampere coming into these two parallel connection. I am to determine I1 and I2. Since I don't have my voltage, I'm supposed to use the current division rule. So to find I1, as you know, you take R2 over R1 plus R2, then you multiply by the total current coming. So I'll take 2 over 2 plus 3 times 10. This is 2 over 5. The 5 here will cancel this and it will go here 2. So my I1 is 4. My I2 is similarly 3 over 3 plus 2 times 10. 5 will go here 2. I'll get 6 ampere. And I1 is equal to 4 ampere. I2 is equal to 6 amperes. Thank you for joining me in this video. Hope seeing the subsequent videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share.